Hello, Eagles fans! This is your exclusive inside scoop on the latest roster updates from the Philadelphia Eagles, and boy do we have a layered storyline unfolding this week. The team faces yet another week of uncertainty as pivotal players are sidelined, and strategic decisions are looming that could reshape our lineup for the coming contests. Today's update comes with a twist. There's one highly discussed player whose status has everyone on edge, though I'm keeping his identity under wraps for now. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and help us hit our goal of 3,000 subscribers as we navigate through these pressing developments in our beloved Eagles camp. Now, let me pull back the curtain. The spotlight today falls on Azeez Ojulari, the promising edge rusher whose debut with the Eagles has been delayed once again. After emerging as a significant prospect in New York and capturing the attention of NFL observers, Ojulari now finds himself in a precarious spot as he sits out his second consecutive game. His absence, and the timing thereof, raises many questions about his role within the defensive rotation, especially as the team prepares for another arduous test against foes who are always eager to exploit apparent vulnerabilities. Delving deeper into the news, we see that the Eagles' roster is rattled not only by Ojulari's delayed debut, but also by the continued absence of other critical players. Defensive end Ogbo Okoronkwo has likewise been declared inactive for a second consecutive game, intensifying the mystery about the coaching staff's strategy in dealing with injuries. Meanwhile, quarterback Tanner McKee's status remains uncertain after his finger injury left him marked as questionable, though there's a glimmer of hope that we might see some progress as he inches closer to game readiness. In his stead, Sam Howell is expected to step up as Jalen Hurts' backup during the upcoming matchup with the Kansas City Chiefs, a decision that comes with its own set of strategic implications. On the offensive side, concerns have mounted as tight end Dallas Goedert and running back Will Shipley were both ruled out on Friday. Goedert is battling a knee injury, and Shipley is limited by an oblique issue, two ailments that have forced the team to rethink their attacking options. Additionally, rookie offensive lineman Drew Kendall and tight end Cam Williams add more complexity to the situation. Williams, notably, has been placed on injured reserve, an action which inadvertently opened up a much-needed spot on the Eagles' 53-man roster. The possibility of this vacancy being filled soon is yet another variable in an already volatile mix, as management continues to pivot between maximizing talent and managing injuries in real time. What adds another layer to our narrative is the arrival of veteran pass rusher Za'Darius Smith. Signed as an urgent reinforcement last week, Smith's presence sends a subtle message about the coaching staff's short-term tactical adjustments. "Right now, they just have me in certain packages just to learn the defense," he commented, hinting that while his playing time might initially be limited, the plan is to gradually integrate him into a more significant role. This measured introduction of Smith could suggest that the Eagles are aiming to shore up gaps on the defensive front, a move that might have long-lasting impacts once all pieces start clicking. Analysts believe that if Ojulari's comeback is further delayed, Smith's experience might be the cornerstone needed to stabilize the pass-rushing unit, at least for the immediate future. Turning our attention to the broader tactical implications, the combination of these injuries and roster moves signals a period of adjustment. With multiple key contributors sidelined, the Eagles are likely to experiment with varied defensive schemes and rotations. Coach Nick Sirianni has been vocal about his belief in the depth of the roster and the potential of emerging players. Azeez has done a lot of good things since he's been here, and I'd have no doubt that he's going to help us win football games moving forward, he stated confidently. This assurance, while aimed at cooling down critics, does little to alleviate the genuine concerns of a fan base hoping for a seamless transition as several seasoned campaigners adapt to temporary absences. In addition to these injuries and roster suspensions, the impact on the team's overall depth cannot be understated. With scarce options at crucial positions on both offense and defense, the Eagles are facing a delicate balancing act. For instance, in the absence of Dallas Goedert, a seasoned veteran like Grant Calcaterra is set to take the helm in the tight end position. His promotion is complemented by the arrival of newcomer Kylen Grasson, who made the move after 4 solid years with the Colts. The pairing of Calcaterra's reliability with Grasson's fresh perspective could very well serve as a dynamic alternative, albeit until more consistent forms return to the injured players. Furthermore, there's noteworthy movement on the practice squad front. Tight man Cam Latu, who has spent several seasons developing his craft behind the scenes, has been elevated, and this marks his first game-time appearance with the Eagles. While his role might not be as a traditional tight end, there is speculation he could contribute significantly on special teams or even fill in at fullback if needed. The decision to promote players like Latu and Marcus Epps, recently elevated from the practice squad too, underscores the Eagles' urgent need to stretch their arms and keep every available asset in play. However, Epps comes with a caveat, as he's now on his final allowable elevation. The team's management might need to shuffle the roster strategically to get the most out of this talented safety without breaching league regulations. From a statistical lens, the current pattern of injuries and roster adjustments creates a landscape ripe for analysis. Historically, teams facing such injury plagues have had to rely on innovative coaching tactics and make unexpected personnel changes that often surprise opponents. The integration of a seasoned pass rusher like Za'Darius Smith into a unit still fine-tuning its defensive chemistry could serve as a blueprint for addressing future disruptions. Meanwhile, the emotional and psychological effects on players like Ojulari, whom many expected to be a key contributor early in the season, will undoubtedly shape the locker room dynamics. This ripple effect extends beyond individual performances. It challenges the entire team to adapt, recalibrate, and ultimately find cohesion in the face of adversity. Critically, these developments raise essential questions about the team's long-term strategy. In moments of uncertainty like these, the Eagles must leverage both experience and youth in equal measure. The reliance on veterans such as Smith and the trust placed in players like Calcaterra and Grasson indicates that the coaching staff is not willing to leave any stone unturned in search of competitive stability. Simultaneously, there are underlying concerns about the pipeline of emerging talent that could potentially fill in faster than expected, if they are given sufficient playing time and proper mentoring from the more established figures around them. Moreover, these adjustments could have implications that stretch into the strategic planning for future games. Coach Sirianni's outspoken confidence in Ojulari's development, despite the current setback, suggests that the Eagles are not solely reactive, but are also making calculated decisions that favor long-term growth. This measured approach, where immediate fixes are balanced with developmental foresight, encapsulates the essence of modern NFL roster management. Statistics in similar situations from previous seasons indicate that a team's ability to remain competitive often hinges on the seamless integration of backup players and the tactical flexibility demonstrated by the coaching staff. This is precisely the narrative that the Eagles are trying to shape, a story of resilience, adaptation, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. As a passionate reporter who lives and breathes Eagles football, I cannot overstate the significance of this period. Every touchdown, sack, and decisive play will be amplified by the drama behind the scenes, whether it's a concerning injury update or the infusion of unexpected youthful dynamism. The excitement around the upcoming game against the Los Angeles Rams, where McKee might finally push for game time while Hurts prepares to anchor the offense, is palpable. Fans are not only hoping for improved physical performances, but also a mental recalibration that restores the team's competitive edge after these unsettling injury reports. In parallel, the strategic deployment of roster moves, such as elevating practice squad players like Marcus Epps and Cam Latu, illustrates a reality that every NFL team faces: the constant need for depth and contingency planning. Each elevation, each placement on injured reserve, is a piece of a complex puzzle where every decision on the sideline reverberates through the course of the season. For instance, the upcoming face-off against the Chiefs will test not only the resilience of our established stars, but also the emerging talents who must step in without missing a beat. This delicate balance between seasoned expertise and raw potential is at the heart of what makes following the Eagles so electrifying. As we look forward to the rest of the season, there is an undeniable sense of urgency permeating the Eagles' locker room. The coaching staff, led by Nick Sirianni, is under intense scrutiny to formulate strategies that compensate for the curtailed contributions of players like Ojulari, Goedert, and Shipley, all while seamlessly incorporating newly promoted talents into the game plans. It remains to be seen how these myriad factors will coalesce into a cohesive unit capable of maintaining competitive momentum under pressure. Ultimately, while the current narrative is fraught with challenges, it also brims with potential. The delay in Azeez Ojulari's debut might serve as a catalyst for further innovation within the Eagle defense, and the presence of an experienced veteran like Za'Darius Smith could provide a stabilizing influence at a critical time. Among all these elements, every injury report, roster move, and tactical adjustment tells a story that resonates deeply with us fans. A story of highs and lows, of unexpected heroes, and of a team that is unafraid to face adversity head-on. Thank you for staying with me through this extensive breakdown of the Eagles' current situation. As we continue to monitor these evolving developments, from injury updates to strategic shifts, it's clear that our journey this season is going to be as thrilling off the field as it is on it. Stay tuned for more updates, insights, and exclusive analyses as I bring you every twist and turn of the Eagles' narrative in this roller coaster NFL season.